Adam Page's tweets. Let's go ahead and get us live for the YouTube crowd. And we will be getting started momentarily. Take this thing down. All right. Is it good? All right. It says we're live. Okay, cool.
We're live.
We are just waiting for this thing to change over. All right. Good enough. Hey, friendo, Steve here.
Hey, Lars.
And welcome back to Going In Raw's Overrun. It's WrestleMania week.
Is it?
That's what I understand. I've been told.
I'm so unprepared.
We got this wrestling podcast. I thought WrestleMania was like mid-February, so I was kind of shocked when it went.
I thought they only did that once a decade.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, they're calling it stupendous. You'd think I think technically stupendous means once a decade.
That's what I thought too.
Is there actually a term that means once a decade?
Once a decade.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, I said term. I meant a word. Like centennial is once 100 years.
Well, centennial is just 100 years.
It's 100 years. I thought when they call it the centennial, it's like the day.
That means it's 100th birthday.
Yeah, 100th birthday. Something that means a decade birthday. Decadial. I just made up a word. Anyways, WrestleMania is fast approaching, and so of course we're putting our heads together. We're going to talk about 10 things that need. We're entitled to these things happening. Otherwise, we're going to shit all over this.
We're going to protest.
We're going to challenge. We're going to channel rather our inner JD from NY. What is this garbage?
No.
Wow.
I'll just cancel my network subscription.
I'm going to cancel the Peacock, and I'm going to do a car prank on Vince McMahon because this WrestleMania was trash garbage.
Car pranks. You got me on board with car pranks.
Yeah, we'll car prank some people. Decennial? Is that what it is?
Or decennial.
Decennial. Thank you, Vash.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Expanding our vocabulary here on Overrun.
Day by day. What do you got for number 1 or number 10?
First on my list?
Yeah.
It seems an absolute certainty, lock of the weekend, that Drew McIntyre beats.
Is he going to impale somebody?
Baron Corbin. I mean, if this was how I booked WWE, then yes. But sadly, this is a family-friendly show.
Yeah. Have to be.
Sword pranks, I guess, would be frowned upon.
Sure.
At least to that degree.
Yeah, right.
So I just got the idea that after Corbin takes that L, he's going to blame it on Moss. Moss can do the old walk out on him.
Moss turns. I like that. That's good.
Walks out on Corbin after the match, and then they pick up their feud on SmackDown. Eventually, the whole point is that Riddick Moss gets over.
Okay.
He's not Madcap anymore.
Okay. No, Riddick. I like that. I like Moss. I think that'd be good for him. Probably be good for Corbin, too. He wouldn't be happy anymore. And go back. God, I love that theme of his. That old theme of his is so good. I like that. I think that's good. I think that's likely. Are yours all likely? Well, I don't know about likely, but I think that's a story beat that could totally happen. I prefer the sword through a person.
Well, yeah. I did think about that seriously, put that down. 4 minor likely, 1 is ridiculous.
Good. I have 5 ridiculous. Actually, that's not necessarily true. My number, I'm trying to think what's the silliest one here. Number 3, we'll go with this. Well, it's my first one is, Steve Austin, after he stuns Kevin Owens and wins his first match. He says, hey, guess what, everybody? I got breaking news.
What?
Steve Austin has signed a new contract.
What?
For 5 years.
What?
That means 1 match.
What?
2 matches.
What?
3 match.
What?
4 match.
What?
And a 5th match.
What?
So yeah, I want Austin to say, I'm back. Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to bury my legacy in the dirt for a giant payday. Yeah, Stone Cold back for 5-match deal. Bang. Let's do it. Needs to happen.
Next on my list. So this whole Ronda Rousey Charlotte feud.
It's crap. Garbage. Bullshit.
Garbage. It has not been good.
Ronda shouldn't win this.
She will, but I agree she should. It's number 4 on my list is that Charlotte beats Ronda via natural selection. Ronda's not going to tap out.
Yeah.
She'll refuse to do that.
Yeah.
She'll take the finish. Charlotte should beat her. And then Ronda either just needs to not come back
Fuck off.
unless she actually decides. I mean, she does not. I don't really care if she comes back or not. But if she's going to, like, do something about the promo situation.
It's horrible
because right now the promo banter between the two of them has sucked all the air out of this feud.
Yeah.
All of it. There's no heat.
God. There's zero heat.
I have yet to see anybody, whether it be anecdotally here in chat, on Twitter, who is excited for this.
Yeah. Dude, I think that this had an opportunity to main event night one.
Mm-hmm.
You and I were both like, oh, this is going to main event night one.
Mm-hmm.
And I think not only has this taken a back seat to Becky Bianca, I mean, this might open up, which I guess is its own spot, but
yeah,
I don't even know that it would do that. I think it's going to be buried in the mid card somewhere because this is terrible.
No heat.
There's
heat.
Zero heat. So similarly, I'll sort of piggyback on yours. I've got it takes a little bit of reshuffling. Bianca wins the title night one, and then Becky inserts herself into the SmackDown title match, wins that, and then just changes brands or whatever. Because as much as I actually appreciate Charlotte quite a bit. She's in a no-win situation. This is a crap feud. And I think Becky going to a different brand, turning face, and giving us a rematch of 35 impromptu, that would pop people. And I know, like, SummerSlam, they're like, oh, she's back, and that's great. But then she did the turn on Bianca, turn her back face. People want her as a face. She wins a SmackDown match, and then she could just feud with Charlotte and Sasha and fucking Bayley's there too. Put all the horsewomen over there. You got plenty of talented women on Raw already.
It's true.
SmackDown could be the horsewomen show. There you go.
That's a good idea. Good idea. Next on my list. So it seems like Street Profits, probably a good chance they lose those Raw. They lose the Raw tag team title match, after which Montez just frustrated. Yeah. Just frustrated.
Annihilates.
With losing.
Mm-hmm.
So Dawkins comes over to him. Here's the thing. I don't want the full on attack yet.
Mm-hmm.
I want something that's kind of like what happened with Kenny and Paige when their team broke up.
Mm-hmm.
Where Paige was just looking for a little support.
And
Kenny literally just let him fall.
Yeah.
Something like that. Where Montez more or less turns his back on Dawkins.
Mm-hmm.
And from there.
Yeah.
Feud can happen.
That's good.
Let's start this Montez singles run.
Yeah. Within 3 months, Dawkins is gone, never to be seen again.
Oh, wow.
That's good. All right, this next one, I'm going to say Amos beats Lashley, but then Lashley offers to mentor him further as part of the new Hurt business. It's the Hurter business.
Gotcha.
Or the Hurt even more business, whatever it is, the Hurt Empire. Because I do feel like, you have some opportunities.
Multinational corporation.
Oh, that's good. The Hurt Hedge Fund.
All right, good.
Because I feel like Amos still needs. I think that'd be number one. It'd be fun. I want like something different than Amos and AJ. MVP there, good sort of mouthpiece. Even though I don't think Amos needs it. I think you got 3 strong personalities with MVP and Lashley and Amos. You got this monster in Amos, but he's rolling with dudes. I think that could be a lot of fun.
I'm gonna do you one. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm done. Go ahead.
I'm gonna do you one better. I like all that, but instead of Amos beating Lashley, Lashley beats Amos.
Oh, and then says,
"Yeah, you were this close.
I see a lot in you.
Let me show you how to do it."
He takes him to his what? Limit.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say car prank.
He takes him. He says, Amos, man, you really took my limit. Now I'm gonna take you to the car pranks.
Let's go do car pranks together. This is Bond.
Yeah.
So Lashley beats Amos with a spear, and I just have here to tell a story of Amos actually getting better in the ring. But the mentorship idea is great.
Yeah.
He joins Hurt Business until eventually he thinks, all right, now Amos thinks I'm better than you, Lashley.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to prove it. Bang, he wins, and that starts the main event push.
That's good. I like the idea that like Amos, like Lashley teaches him the Hurt Lock. Could you imagine anybody trying to get out of Amos's Hurt Lock?
I know.
That's impossible.
Maybe like basically impossible. Yeah.
Impossible. Yeah. Here we go. My second to last one is Imperium invades the SmackDown tag match, And I don't know, they fucking wonk it or something. They sort of just make their presence known, I guess. The match finishes, they come and lay everybody out. But then at the end of night 2, Walter confronts Roman Reigns.
Perfect.
I am ring general.
Walter, right? Walter. For an agreement
Gunther.
No.
Gunther.
Walter.
Gunther confronts.
Walter.
I did actually write Roman because I forgot his name is Gunther. Yeah, and then you get Imperium versus Bloodline. That's pretty cool.
That'd be good. That'd be really good.
Yeah. And then they all do car pranks to each other. Bloodline
car
versus
pranks.
Imperium.
That's the whole thing. That's how they built the chemistry.
Yeah. Who put a turd in my Volkswagen under the hood? Scheiße. Who is the Scheiße?
Last on my list. So, of course, we got Vince introducing Seth's opponent at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So, as we saw at SummerSlam when Becky came back, WWE's not opposed, trying to swerve you at first. Remember, it was Carmella that was supposed to be Bianca's opponent. And then Becky comes out, lay her out. It's like, no, now it's me.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is what it's going to be. Mm-hmm. Vince is going to come out. It's like, Seth, I'd like to introduce you to your opponent. Here comes the money. Wow. And it's Shane. Heat. And then Shane's like, hold on. Don't worry. I'm not his opponent.
Yeah.
I'm going to introduce his opponent, though.
Mm-hmm.
So Shane says, here's his opponent, Gable Steveson.
Oh.
And everybody's like, okay, this is interesting.
Cool. Okay.
Gold medal winner.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll see where this goes. And Gable comes out and says, I'm not actually Seth's opponent. I've been taken under the wing by Seth's real opponent tonight. That, of course, it's more than one royal family, professional wrestling. It's Cody. It's Cody.
Multiple swerves.
Just all the swerves to irritate and infuriate the crowd before Cody makes his appearance.
You know what they should totally do? It's just till they get sued. Is have Shane come out and recreate the old WCW thing. He says, Dad, I bought AEW, and here's the leader of AEW, Cody.
I bought an elite new promotion.
I bought an elite new promotion, a new wrestling promotion. Yeah, and then Cody comes out, and it's got like, it's called EVP, Elite Violence Promotions.
There you go.
And they just do the whole WCW thing, but it's not actually AEW. And they've got like, they get like a fake MJF and they get like a fake Wardlow, but they slightly tweak their names.
They just bring up Harlan.
It's MGF.
He's Wardlow now.
Harlan's Wardlow. That's good. Yeah, MGF. MVP. Okay, so my number one is at the end of the main event. Well, after Gunther confronts Roman, Vince McMahon comes out. It's been a wildly successful 2 nights of WrestleMania. He comes out and he says, "This has been stupendous. You know what else is stupendous? No more brand split." And he ends the brand split.
You're so into getting rid of the brand split.
And Raw and SmackDown merged to become a giant purple brand. And that's a terrible idea. But no, Raw and SmackDown is still a thing. But yeah, we get rid of the brand split. Roman's on Raw. We can still have the IC and the U.S. title. They can have different roles. The IC title is about the workhorses. The U.S. title may be wrestlers that more reflect the legacy of pro wrestling. I don't know why one would be different than the other, but and it's nothing that WWE would ever do in the first place.
No.
But I like the idea. I say get rid of that fucking brand split.
You're so tired of the brand split.
I just think it doesn't make any fucking sense. It just dilutes everything. And there's like a ton of dream matches. If they took advantage of the brand split, if it actually felt like 2 separate entities with 2 separate creative minds, on camera and off camera, then yeah. But Vince used to legitimately have the 2 brands compete against each other.
Mm-hmm. That's what they said they were going to do when they did the brand split as well. They said they were going to do that.
I know. Yeah.
Said they were going to do that.
Mayor Planet Houston says so many people not getting TV time. That's I'm not saying this against Mayor Planet Houston, but I think that's bullshit. I think that if you manage 5 hours of TV, yes, you can get all those people on TV in that 5 hours of television. Roman doesn't have to be on every episode. Roman can show up on Raw one week, SmackDown the next week, and then on the other episode, you can have... Dude, we've seen weeks of Raw without Brock, and it's been fairly enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
You can totally do that. It's just WWE does not have...
They don't do that.
They don't have the ability. It is completely and totally wishful thinking.
It really is.
And that's correct, Mayor Planet Houston. Yes, WWE cannot do that.
They can't. They won't.
Yeah.
So they're incapable. And now you know if they have the desire to do it.
They have zero desire to do it.
But even if they did, they're seemingly incapable of doing it.
But we probably will have a single champion at least for a little bit, so that's cool. We'll see how long that lasts. Let me see if we have any questions here. I posted.
Oh yeah, great. That sounds like a great idea.
Question thread on the Patreon. I have no idea if anybody. I put it up 35 minutes ago. No questions, really?
Zero
questions.
If anybody in chat here has any non-wrestling questions for us, go ahead and hit us up.
Let me see if anybody left it in the YouTube, because I put it up on the YouTube channel member thing too.
Oh no, there's questions here.
Where?
On Patreon. Over on QA thread.
Fuck?
Yeah, there's several.
On the Overrun Bone? Oh, I went to the wrong thing. I'm sorry. QA thread. Oh, there's 5 of them. Good job, Larson. Good job, Larson. All right, first up from Blake Whitehouse. Are you a fan of the Lego video games, specifically the Lego Star Wars games?
Did I think I played the Lego Avengers one. I think we had to do that. We had to do that for
the
cinema thing.
Yes,
I played that, and it was fine.
We totally had to do that. I've heard they're quality games. I've never really been able to get into those. I tried watching like the Batman Lego movie, which everybody said was like awesome, and I had a hard time getting into it. It's very clever stuff.
It is very clever, but it's a very specific voice.
Yeah, totally, yeah, and it doesn't really do much for me.
Jorge D here in Twitch chat said, "What's your favorite fancy or expensive food?" For example, I love
Millie crepes cake.
Oh, it's bone-in filet mignon. That's my favorite expensive food.
I don't know.
Oh gosh darn, I can't.
I don't know if I have like a favorite expensive food. Oh, my food is cheap.
Hot dog.
Yeah, Costco brand hot dog. I don't know. I don't really have one. I mean, there was a time when I was like, "Oh, sushi's expensive," but it's kind of not really.
In relative terms, no, it's not that expensive.
Yeah. Gregory Faea. I mean, yeah, if I had like a good steak in front of me, like a good pricey steak, that'd probably be it. Gregory Faella.
Oh, Kayla's here. Hello,
hey, Kayla.
Hey, Kayla.
Kayla, I keep on meaning to reach out to you because Larson and I talked about it. And if you want to, and I'll text you, make sure you have all the details. If you want to just go ahead, we have like $328, I think, in the Church of Friendo's PayPal for all that merch. And we're going to give our half to you guys for your Portland trip.
Mm-hmm.
So take that.
Yes.
And hopefully that'll get you closer to your goal.
Yes, hope so.
So there you go.
Kayla here says hot dogs are elite.
Hot dogs are elite.
I like a good hot dog. Don't get me wrong.
Give me one of those Costco hot dogs. It's like $1.50 and you get a soda with it.
It's a pretty good deal.
Those are like really fucking good hot dogs. Too.
They are.
Let's see here.
Gregory Fiella. Yeah. What sound do you both prefer Larson does? The goofy falling down sound or the Stardust whoop, 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 whoop.
The only thing is the whoop whoop is funnier, but it always blows out the mic. So that's weird. Kayla says don't cry. This is a good thing. This is a good thing. This is an outstanding thing. This is a good thing. You're closer to your goal now.
Yes.
I didn't mean to make you sad or angry.
It might be tears of joy.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm trying to think if I've ever actually cried tears of joy. Like last time I went to Costco, got one of those hot dogs probably.
You really? Drop some salty tears onto your hot dog?
Oh, man, the best.
Yeah.
It's gold dust.
I'm not very good at doing impressions, but I feel like I got the goofy falling sound down pretty good.
We'll go ahead and do it.
Ow!
Yeah, that is really good. I mean, it's very accurate.
If you close your eyes, you can imagine watching an old Disney cartoon and it's Goofy falling.
Oh, she does clarify. Happy cry,
yeah.
Stefan. Come on, Steve. Just want to make sure, man. I'm not here to make anybody. I'm not here to give hurt feelings.
Well, I don't want to hurt feelings either. Actually, that's not the only feelings I want to hurt right now are this camera. It's really or Zoom, whatever the disconnect is. It's really
your base image is really good though. I really like it. It's really funny.
Yeah, this is what it is at this point.
Cameron. So, I'm going to get you that camera this weekend. Cameron says Will Smith and Chris Rock are going to fight each other at WrestleMania. I was actually shocked on yesterday, when we had no references in our questions to the Chris Rock Will Smith thing. Says they're going to fight each other at WrestleMania, but it'll be a tag match. Who should be their partners? I think it'd be Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Just make that a tag match. Or Steve Austin and Goldberg.
Okay.
How about Will Smith and Chris Rock have to do a Can They Coexist tag team?
That's good. That's what I was going to suggest against Steve Austin and Goldberg. Huh?
Can they coexist?
You really want that team to happen.
And everybody gets stunners.
Bang. Roz Cody says, if you could only eat one food from one country for the rest of your life, what country would you choose? You don't have to worry about getting a watered-down American version. What you eat tastes like it was from the made in the country it's from.
Man. So...
That's a tough one.
So, like, for me, it comes down to 3 countries. Can you guess what they are?
I would think it's probably Mexico.
Correct.
Italy.
Correct.
Japan.
Yeah. Well done. It's probably going to be Italy because I can't imagine for the rest of my life not having pizza. But man, Mexico and getting rid of sushi, oh, that would suck. So I don't know. It's probably either Mexico or Italy, and Italy would probably win out. All that pasta would be so big.
So it's eating only eat food from one country. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want variety.
Okay, sure.
And that's the thing about like pasta's good and all. There's a bunch of ways to prepare it, but at the end of the day, you still just eat pasta.
It's still kind of the same thing, yeah.
I'm thinking I need variety.
Okay.
I like variety in my cuisine.
Okay.
That's tough.
Yeah, I know, because it's like one country. Kayla, I will definitely email you the Zoom for this weekend.
I might go with like Greek or Mediterranean food.
Is there like? I mean, it's not the most varied in the world.
It's fairly varied. Having been to Greece,
you're kind of misunderstanding. I don't know. Kind of feel like Mexico and Italy have plenty of variety.
No, there is
not
variety.
Just what you get at like Olive Garden.
I'm aware of that, Steve. Gosh.
You're like, I want variety. It's like, this is Greek food.
There is variety.
Yeah, but as much as Mexican.
I don't know. Part of it maybe too is I've had so much pasta in my life. I had it for dinner last night.
Yeah.
I want something different. Maybe that's just what it is.
I love some Greek food.
Yeah.
And I have. I mean, that's a good point. I've had a lot of that. But I just think that like 3 years into eating just Greek food, I'd be like, man, I want a fucking pizza right now. What country is hot dog from?
US of A.
Yeah, just take American food. What do we have? We have hot dogs and what, burgers?
Apple pie.
Oof. Hot dogs, burgers, and apple pie.
Dogs, burgers, and pies. Apple pie all your life.
Well, if burgers are in the equation, yeah. And curly fries? Because you can't do French fries. They're from France.
Actually, from Belgium.
Well, there you go then. They're from Belgium.
Luis Areza, what's your favorite TV comedy skit of all time?
Oh, I was just thinking about this the other day. I'm pretty sure it's the Don't Fear the Reaper cowbell.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I think it's that one. But then, like, so many of those skits from like the '90s SNL were.
I'm gonna say the one where what show was that? Where Andy Kaufman got into a fight on Fridays. That's what the show was.
Oh, Fridays. Yeah, it was so awkward.
It was awkward. I'm kidding about that.
Yeah,
that was super awkward.
Yeah, no, yeah, mine would be the Andrew Dice Clay episode of Saturday Night Live.
Woof.
That's bad. Actually, the Steven Seagal episode of Saturday Night Live.
Oh,
the
wow.
entire thing.
It's probably something from Chappelle's show. It's probably like Mad Real World or Player Haters Ball or something like that.
When Keeping It Real goes wrong.
So many good ones.
Is one of my favorites. Wu-Tang.
So many good ones.
Yeah.
So many good ones.
Yeah, I know. God, there are so many good ones. Yeah, the Charlie Murphy True Hollywood stuff was amazing. Yeah. Bret Hart on Mad TV. There you go. Dope.
Hollow.
Dope mentions the Mad Real World. Yeah.
That's a great one. Hollow HMR at the sub. Thank you so much.
The God, what was the name of that the Puff Daddy show where he's making a band.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
making
yeah,
the band.
yeah.
Is that what it was
Making
called?
the band, yeah.
With Dylon. We're the top 5 favorite rappers. Dylon.
Spit hot fire, man.
Oh, man. That is too funny. Let's see here. Mayor of Planet Houston says an embarrassing video of you is leaked to the internet, forcing you to quit going in Raw forever, leaving the other to go on alone or find a new partner. What is on that video?
Car pranks.
It's us car pranking people. And they're like, oh, my God.
Wow.
That's like,
Larson really did open up someone's hood, take a poop on the engine block.
Yeah, it's you pooping on somebody's pooping on somebody's engine block. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't think you'd have to quit the show if that was the case. if you got caught on scat video, would you be so embarrassed you'd have to leave?
I might take a leave of absence, a brief leave of absence.
Just come back and say you did therapy. I've been speaking to people. I've been getting help, and I realized that shitting on people's engine blocks.
Pooping on engine blocks is not a really it's not an appropriate pastime.
It's not what a human being should be doing. It's not appropriate. Like, you didn't need a therapist to tell you that, man.
Well, apparently I did.
Oh, man.
In the span of 3 weeks, I pooped on 10,000 engine blocks, Steve.
Yeah. I went on a whole spree of pooping on engine blocks. Let's see here. Here we go. Here we go. Another one. This is from YouTube channel member DJ Chicken, which is a great name, by the way. And he says, power rank the best slaps. Well, number one, we have to identify a lot of slaps. Obviously, there's the Will Smith Oscar slap. God, dude, Dope sent me that, and I was fucking I was like,
yeah, watching it live, it was awkward.
No kidding. So there was that slap. There was the Stossel, the Dwight Schultz. Was it Dwight?
Dr. D. Dave Schultz.
Dwight was from The Office.
Yes.
Dr. Schultz Stossel. I mean, God, there's the entirety of, I wish we can go back and look at some more of those slap fights, because some of those slap fights were amazing.
Those were great.
So yeah, I mean, between those two, I'd go with Stossel 1, Smith 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sister has a Lawler and
Jerry
Kaufman.
the King and Andy Kaufman. Yeah, that'd be a 3, because that was a work. Rick James slapping Charlie Murphy. Yeah, that's up there. Jorge says, what's your favorite movie that is considered bad for the majority of the public? He says, for example, Enforcer has Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump is a bit more divisive. I think most people like Forrest Gump. I think it's
quite a few people that like Forrest Gump.
Yeah. He says he loves Joe Dirt.
I always say Johnny Dangerously is an 80s movie with Michael Keaton, Joe Piscopo. I don't know how well regarded it is, but it's just one of those somewhat obscure 80s movies I used to watch a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I know I have plenty. But I know generally speaking, Star Trek the Motion Picture is not I think it's funny because I think it's I don't know if people think it's a terrible movie, but I just think they think it's too long and self-indulgent.
Yeah.
But I don't actually see that. I honestly don't. I actually kind of don't. I've heard the criticisms, but I just don't agree with them. Mm-hmm. And I kind of dig that movie. I think it's pretty decent.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting film.
Yeah. White Brownie brings up Man of Steel. I think generally speaking, Man of Steel is not that critically derided. I think people kind of dig that movie. It just underperformed.
Yeah, it did.
Let's see here. Silver PSN says Jimmy Uso slapping The Miz for talking to Naomi. Wait, did that happen? Was that in the game or something? I don't know if that happened or not.
Yeah, I don't know if that happened either.
Yeah, I don't know. I only started watching wrestling in 2018, so.
Yeah. Steve's pretty new to this. The whole fake it till you make it thing. That's what Steve did the first
my
10
gosh,
years.
Yeah. I was like, who's this Brian Zane guy? Look at how many YouTube views he gets. Let's do that. You're like, you don't know anything about pro wrestling. I'm like, didn't stop me from making a career out of video games.
10 years. Oh, more than 10 years, in fact.
Yeah, my gosh. 2009. The Rookie. That seems like yesterday. Anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. It's going to do it for us today. And I'm going to be going live on Twitch here in about 3 hours over at MF Steve here.
Awesome.
So there's going to be more. Steve Thunder has his first title match.
Oh, against who?
Ciampa for the U.S. title.
Oh, wow. Ciampa's the U.S. champ. Well, good luck.
Yeah, he's on SmackDown and he's the U.S. champ. Isn't that weird? Anyways, I'm going to do that and then send it to Rob so he can actually turn it into something funny.
Cool.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Till next time. We'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.